Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. I am your host, Dusty BC, and today we are back again with another crypto update. But I wanted to start this video off with a nice little meme, which says, when your family congratulates you on the price of Bitcoin, but you're all in on XRP. And now... Even though I hold a very good amount of XRP and I am extremely bullish on it, I cannot help but laugh, all right? It's just a funny little meme because it is the way it is. Bitcoin has gone up about 150% in the last 3 months. XRP has gone down about, I'm not sure, maybe 13% or so. We just talked about that in the previous episode. However, I've also explained before, what is happening to XRP right now is going to set the standard for so many different cryptos, and I firmly believe that almost any other crypto would actually crumble because of this lawsuit and would not be able to still stand. So the fact that XRP is only down about 17.2% in the last 90 days, I have it on the left of me here, to be completely honest, I see now, is actually still an achievement. It's still something really beautiful, and I still think once they beat this lawsuit, not if, but when they beat the lawsuit, oh boy, are the prices going to go insane. Having said that, we are giving away $100 worth of crypto the first time a video hits 1,500 likes within 24 hours. And all you have to do is make sure you press the like button. All right. Once you've done that, make sure you are subscribed. You've done that too? Then go to the comment section and put something down there. All right, just comment something. Comment your, I don't know, your country that you're watching from, what crypto you like the most. It doesn't matter. But that way, we can actually pick your comment as a winner, because that's the way that we'll announce or pick a winner from the comment section. So go ahead and do that. And let me know down below if you're all in on XRP, right? Then, King Solomon just put up, the XRP community has by far the strongest hands in all of crypto and will have earned every bit of profits when XRP does its thing. One thing I really want to share with you guys is that I do firmly believe that XRP will outperform almost any other crypto once they settle this lawsuit. And even though some cryptos have actually gone up about 1,000% or so in the last couple of months, that does not mean that XRP still cannot outperform them over a little bit of a longer term, as I still do not believe that alt season is over. If I were to believe that, then yeah, things might look a little bit more pale, a little bit more gray. But since I do not believe altcoin season is over, since I still think it will continue on, all it takes is for Ripple to settle this lawsuit properly and boom! XRP profits are going to be in. Crypto Adeline said, I know this is highly speculative, but what's your price prediction for the cycle? Based on all the information you've gathered and intuition, thank you, I appreciate your content. He says, I don't really know at this point. XRP is pretty much bottomed out against Bitcoin right now. If we were to go by the previous bull markets, and if XRP actually moves, I could see $7 to $10, but it's hard to even say that's realistic right now with the SEC stuff. Just hoping. And that's honestly something we have actually put quite often on the channel. I firmly would say that $5 is a low target for the XRP price if we actually beat this lawsuit, if everything goes on. And I am putting that on my name honestly. No trying to shill you into buying XRP. Please, you don't have to buy anything because of me. Please don't think that's the way it's going. I'm just honestly saying here, I think $5 once they fix this lawsuit is still a low target. And one of the questions I get even more often is not about XRP, but is about Flare. I had so many people ask me if it's possible to become a millionaire with Flare. How much FLR are you going to need to become rich? Why don't you have FLR just quite yet? What's going on with that? I have made so many videos explaining Flare, yet there's still so much confusion surrounding it. Let me quickly, 1 minute to just quickly explain what's going on. So Flare is a token which you're going to be granted for free if you held XRP on the 12th of December. That was a snapshot back then. If you have it on Exodus or you have it on your ledger or something like that, there might be some extra steps necessary. I don't believe it is so on Exodus, but you just type it in on freaking Google, you'll find it instantly. On Ledger though, there's some steps. On almost any other exchange though that supported it, except for Coinbase or Binance.us, you're just going to get it inside your wallet eventually. When? You guys are asking when? Once Flare goes live, because this Flare is not real. This is an IOU issued by an exchange. Flare does not exist just quite yet. In about 2 months or so, Flare will come live. Is that really a steady 2 months? We don't know, but we're assuming that it's going to be about 2 months from now, all right? Have that in the back of your head, and you'll most likely be good. I will update you, though, if something happens and if you need to know something else. So please, guys, do not worry too much about the whole Flare ordeal. And by the way, if you haven't had any Flare in your wallet right now, that means that the exchange has not issued IOUs like BITRUE has. But once more, this is not a real Flare. This is just some Flare that they made up, which they will eventually swap for the real Flare once it goes live. But if you use freaking Binance or any other exchange, you will not have Flare. It's only on 2 exchanges, Geodis and BITRUE. But once more, these are just IOUs. And even if you're going to get your Flare eventually, it's only going to be 15% at the start. Whew. Okay, so then the question, will Flare make you a millionaire? How much money will it make you? Yada, yada, yada. Guys, I have made this very simple spreadsheet, and I'm going to kind of formalize this, make it a little bit more beautiful, and actually share this on Patreon as well, which, by the way, I'm going to be building out today. I'm going to add a couple of cool things on there, because I think it's really important that you know your exact financial situation, also your goals, and where you want to get to eventually. Because you're honestly asking me, can you become a millionaire with Flare? Well, some of the predictions I've seen for Flare are $100, but some of the predictions, which I posted myself as well, are about 1 cent. And that's again where a very difficult part comes in. What is your Flare price prediction? Honestly, guys, if you don't have a price prediction, then what can we go upon here? All we can do, for example, is if you have a goal, which in this case here could be $1 million, and you know how much Flare you're going to have, for example, I don't know how much you have, 12,000 Flare. Then boom, you need the Flare price to go to about $83 or so. Again, just think that this was dollars instead of euros, and you're there. Otherwise, well, what else can I say, guys? Is it realistic that Flare is going to go to about 80-something dollars? In my opinion, it's very, very far-fetched, all right? I personally would say that $1.40 is already very, very high on the spectrum, because as of this point, a ton of people have not gotten their coins just quite yet on other exchanges, and well, since BITRUE is quite XRP denominated, or quite related to XRP, a lot of the people who have their Flare on here are bullish on it. But a lot of people who are going to have it on Binance and whatnot, they probably don't care about the ecosystem too much. Theoretically speaking, if everybody would still hold and act like they did on BITRUE, then all my days would Flare be a big success, all right? It would make the founders billionaires overnight, nearly instantly, and it would definitely give us a huge boost in money, and I would be very grateful and very happy for it, right? Because it's just free. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to buy with that. Maybe just a car for fun, because that's a ton of free money, right? That's ridiculous. On a different sense, I could also think then, if we actually get to $1.50 straight out the bat, I would probably not sell anything because, well, if that happens, then all freaking limits are off the charts. All right, a $10 Flare, a $20 Flare, all that type of stuff is now all in the pipeline or all possible because, well, if this could happen, a $1.50 Flare, then I'm not really sure what else is in the pipeline. Because think about it, that means Flare with the distribution is going to be, well, quite quickly more valuable than XRP. That would be pretty damn crazy. Not gonna lie, that would be pretty damn crazy. But that is, I guess, the same thing as some coins that are built on top of Ethereum actually outperforming Ethereum. It is not impossible. It's just pretty damn hard. Okay, let's move on. So I was also checking out a thread by David Swartz, but let's quickly read this one first. Wrath of Kahneman posted, okay, who else is guilty of not reading Ripple's latest piece closely? They introduced new partner BKK Forex Singapore with lots of bullish SE Southeast Asia talks. Also confirmation of the SCB is a major partner and together with D-Money from an interesting trio. Worth noting that Zoom of PayPal fame moves money through BKK Forex. One last note, I think BKK Forex shares an address/building with MoneyGram. You'll have to forgive my ignorance here, maybe they just own the building. And then there's this guy, thanks Ban Crip or Lead. Not sure what he means with that. Maybe it's L-E-A-D that he's trying to say. Ban Crip said, Ripple hires top Uber executives. Uber CBO and Goldman Sachs veteran Brooks and Wissel has joined Ripple. He will scale the blockchain company's operations in Southeast Asia region, working from Ripple's regional headquarters in Singapore. And boom, obey. That's not even something I can say. Boy, oh boy is what I wanted to say. Is that area growing like crazy right now. I've been talking about it in 2 videos, man, but it's worth the note because they're growing like freaking, I don't know, what's growing fast? What grows the fastest in the freaking world? Butter. That obviously, I'm not sure. Pick something that grows fast. Then this thread, like I just explained previously, before we get into that one, check out GSX, a link is down below. It is the first gold-backed crypto, and I personally put a couple $1,000s into it. There's just a couple more days to go before the sale is over, so go check it out if you didn't do so already. Right now, it's 10 cents a coin, plus a 5% bonus, plus a 5% bonus for using my link. And once more, I put a couple $1,000s in because I'm hoping to get like a times 25 or times 40 return on my investment. Not sure it's going to happen, but I hope for it. All right, let's quickly see. This thread here is Tiffany Hayden basically asking questions about Ripple. Already in 2019, she started with that and basically putting some questions on back and forward. But the most interesting part here is the discussion which is happening right now. If we scroll down a little bit, Tiffany has posted, also, with the story of the Grateful Dead not quite adding up, it brings into question the bearable character that was messing with everybody on Twitter, in my opinion. It's definitely interesting. The whole conversation here is interesting, though. But if you scroll down a little bit below, David Swartz said, by the way, my recollection is that OpenCoin, as part of the process of renaming to Ripple, acquired conflicting names as needed, including the domain name that and that older trademark. Has we been unable to do so, we just wouldn't have changed the name to Ripple. But that's not the whole point here. The most important point here is at the bottom, which is XRP attorney asking, David, you mentioned something that you were on the David Gokhstein's podcast that stuck with me. You said, if we're going to get to mainstream adoption of crypto, it can't be that people are the custodians of their own private keys. Can you elaborate, please? And that is something which David Swartz has said a couple of times before, but something which Charles Hoskinson, the co-founder of Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, and Cardano ADA, has also said before, which is, unless we find a way to do it much better, it creates too many problems with lost keys, compromised keys, inheritance after death, and so on. And one literal example in which we saw that was when one of the CEOs of one major crypto exchange unfortunately passed on. Yeah, what happened to the money? Well, he had the private keys on his own somewhere, nobody knew where. And another person only remembered the freaking key. That's also one guy I read a story about. He remembered the key in his head with maybe freaking months of practice. I have no idea how you remember something like that. But there's ways and tactics to go for it. And that's the only way that somebody could access the money. And what happens if you pass on then? Nobody's going to know where your money is. That's a very big problem if you think about it, right? If there's no way to return money from the previous person, well, that's a big issue. Right? I hope that you guys can all understand what I'm trying to say there. If there's no fix to the whole inheritance problem, well, yeah, then what are we going to do, right? Because that would mean if they didn't give the private keys away and they just hid it somewhere, it's going to be very difficult because it's all decentralized. There's not like a bank that you can just call and say, hey, my grandma's gone, I want the monies. No, it doesn't work that way with crypto, right? So that is definitely quite difficult. Theoretically speaking, on a Binance or something like that, you can still get their money if you know the email and stuff like that, right? You can still get it off most likely. But if it's just a wallet somewhere, things become a little bit more difficult. But yeah, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. And if you're only holding XRP, don't cry, guys. I still think things are going to be getting better eventually. But that was it for today. Take care. Press the like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys again in another one.